I believe this is another topic that Alan and I will be on opposite ends of, but by the end of the episode, we will probably be very close to one another with our opinions.
Everyone wants to be healthier, wealthier, and more in love. And you can always get healthier, wealthier, and more in love. But it's something that you get closer and closer and closer to, but never fully arrive.
Next Level Nation today for episode number 2167. How long does it actually take to build your dream life? Not sexy. Not going to go viral with a title like that. But I saw a video that said you can build your dream life in a year. And I was like, I don't agree.
I feel like 2 or 3 days, maybe?
Yeah, a month. I see that too. Like one of the other videos I saw was disappear for 3 months and change your life. It's like, this isn't a movie. This isn't a movie. This isn't a movie. Can you change a lot in 3 months? Yeah. Can you change a lot in a year? Yeah, you can change a lot in a relatively short amount of time, but it takes reality a long time to catch up to the changes you make on yourself. Simple answer. How long does it actually take to build your dream life, sir?
Forever. It takes a lifetime to build your dream life, because I always go back to that same quote. Success is not something you ever own. It's something that you rent, and the rent is due every day. You are it's trajectory over current position. Bear with me for a second.
I'm bearing.
Most people are, in my opinion, overly focused on current position over trajectory. I was with 2 clients yesterday, Relationship Talks Coaching, and they have a wedding coming up and they're stressed about money. And I helped them zoom out and see their trajectory is unbelievably positive. Unbelievably positive. I showed them where they would be in 12 months, 5 years, 10 years. And they're like, oh. I said, what you two don't understand yet is that you have increased your income drastically over the last 6 months to a year. And when you take the wedding expenses away and add the wedding gifts in, your income stays. Unless something massive shifts, which I don't think it will, because they're getting better every day. So you guys, your trajectory is unbelievably positive. Your current position is a little stressed because you're 4 weeks out from a wedding. It makes perfect sense. Expenses for weddings are crazy. It's fucking crazy. The band is $5,500. Like, what is this band doing? I don't understand. And my point of this is they are building a dream life together. Sincerely and genuinely, I coach this man one-on-one in business coaching, and then I coach them together with Emilia and I. They are, without a question, on the way to a dream life. And what it takes to get there is stressful and challenging. And she runs a pet store, and he has his job, and they're working all the time, and they're investing. And I think that living the dream life and building the dream life are 2 very different things. One of them is arriving, and the other one is striving. One of them is building and investing today for a brighter tomorrow. The other one is enjoying today. And you cannot do both of them simultaneously unless you have a very sophisticated way to pivot in and out. You're either really good at enjoying today at the expense of your future, or you're really good at investing today for a bigger, better, brighter future. But I tried to explain this to them. I said, your current position is very stressful, but your trajectory is unbelievable. So let's zoom out. Let me show you your trajectory. That's what matters. Because if you're green-headed yellow, that's way worse than yellow-headed green.
Right. So forever is your answer.
You get closer and closer and closer.
Simple answer.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Forever.
You get closer and closer and closer and closer.
Yep.
But you never fully get there. Yeah, the point of life is not to arrive. The point of life is to build and see what you can do, and to aim at the highest possible good, and to consistently improve and grow and contribute and make the world a better place.
What's an answer I would resonate with?
Remember back in the day when I said chasing the dream and living the dream are the same thing?
Yeah, but it's easy to say that, and then when you wake up every day and it feels like you got hit in the face with a shovel, it's easy to lose sight of that. You and I worked until what, 9? I ate dinner at 9:30 last night. Mm-hmm. And I went to bed at 11. and I slept until 4:30. So I'm running on 5.5 hours of sleep, and I slept like shit.
It's a tough moment. That's a tough day on the dream.
I mean, yeah,
journey.
but it's been a tough 8 fucking years. It's been a tough 8 years.
And
the trajectory.
You're living your dream. True or false?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Duality.
So you asked me. Well, I asked you. I said, "Is that going to be your answer? Your answer is going to be forever?"
Yeah.
And you said, "Yeah." And I said, "I think my answer would be every time you reach a new level before you realize the detriments of the level." So
nice.
the day I left my job,
one day
for pretty much a day every however long, depending on how fast you're growing. The day I left my job was one of the best days ever of all time. I cannot express to you the immense weight that was lifted off of my shoulders.
Nice.
The next day, I cannot express to you the immense weight that was put onto my shoulders.
Yeah.
There's a 24-hour bliss period where everything is amazing.
Yeah, I would say we're on the same page. Yeah, for sure.
Look at us go.
Yeah. There's moments, minutes and moments, I like that, where I had one this morning. I love to quote, I forget what it's from. Oh, it's from Good Will Hunting. It's the duck pond scene with Robin Williams and Matt Damon, and Matt Damon is a genius youngster, and Robin Williams is trying to explain the difference between knowledge and experience. He said, "You can quote me a sonnet about war, but you've never been in one. You may have been late a few times, but you don't know what it's like to wake up next to a woman and be truly happy." I have moments like that with Emilia all the time. I had one this morning. It was a minute and a moment of, she was still sound asleep. And this might sound creepy. It's not. I was just watching her sleep. But in the most beautiful way.
With binoculars through the window.
Yeah. No, but seriously, she was just so sweet and beautiful and magnificent. And we have a skylight, and it was just magnificent. And I just had this moment of like, I am the fucking happiest person in the entire world, and fulfilled, the most fulfilled person ever.
How fulfilled are you right now? Are you the most fulfilled you've ever been?
Definitely.
See, sure. I'm not. I'm definitely not.
Well, we're gonna work on that.
We need a Kevin needs a redesign. I had that. I'm laying in bed just tossing and turning, and I was like, this is terrible. Mm-hmm. I'm so overwhelmed. I can't sleep because I have 15,000 things in my head of like, did that get done? And then eventually just got to the point where I'm just going to get up. I have to play offense right now. I can't pretend I'm trying to play I got to get up and play offense. I got to go. And I feel so much better now. I feel so much better because I moved needles and I got certainty. But
real talk, let's do this. Is there a possibility of building? I have 24 clients. One of them is he has a $3 million. He's projected for $3 million this year, and he does buildings. Projects. He's a builder. Okay. You're never going to like build a house and not have stress.
No, for sure.
He has 15 projects in the pipeline right now. It's like I wonder if people, I don't want to come off wrong in this. There is no such thing as building your dream life without stress. That's like not a thing.
I agree.
If you want a stress-free life, just go live in the woods by yourself. But even then, it's going to be very stressful when you're almost dying of starvation. So this idea that you can have I was thinking about this yesterday. You know those people that are like, I don't know if I really want to work. I think I don't want to work. And I remember thinking to myself, that's got to be one of the most entitled fucking things I've ever heard in my entire life. Like someone has to provide for you. So someone else is going to have to like work for you then, basically. Like slavery was abolished. I don't know. There's no version of you. And here's the thing. When they say that, they don't also say, I also don't want nice things, and I don't mind where I live.
Nope,
and I don't care what I drive, and I don't. There's something very wrong. I think we've lost sight. I think it's when, I won't go too far on the global economy. I know, Kev, you're not interested in that. Or you are, but not on this podcast. I think we lost it when it went digital. Just because it's numbers on an account, all of a sudden it's no longer tangible. I was talking to Emilia about this recently. Like, when did we lose sight of like, I trade my pigs for your cows, I give you these linens for the... Like, when did we lose When did this idea of retirement start? And like back in the day, you couldn't retire unless your children provided for you and took care of you.
Well, didn't you also die at like 70 years of age? So you had
even earlier.
Yeah.
So hello, NLU listener. Thank you, as always, for listening to Next Level University. Real quick, I just want to jump in and let you know about the Next Level Dreamliner. This is a journal that I use every single day. Achieve your dreams 90 days at a time. It breaks down your dreams into goals, milestones, and daily habits. We hope you enjoy it. The link will be in the show notes. I want to make this land as best I can, and we'll tie it back to the original episode. There's no such thing as something for nothing. We have lost, a lot of people have lost sight that you cannot have something for nothing. Like someone has to pave the streets, someone has to provide the data centers for the internet, someone has to build the computer, someone has to create these lights and these cameras, someone has to run this podcast. Like, you're very stressed and unfulfilled, you're just overly stressed. But you're never going to be not stressed. You're not going to like wake up and like, oh, well, it's a really blissful day. Like,
it's a spectrum.
I think that's like a very fairy tale Candyland version of life. Just like in the gym, if you don't use it, you lose it. If you stop working out, you just slowly decay. And same with your brain and your capabilities. So you're the most capable you've ever been, but you're also under the most pressure you've ever been. And the goal in life is not to like chill. The goal is to achieve meaningful goals that make the world a better place, but also make your world a better place and make the family a better place. Like, all of us benefit from everyone else's productivity. I mean, how many people, in this moment, Kevin and I are benefiting from everyone who built this camera and everyone who built this computer and all the companies. Dude, your bed was built by a certain company and someone had to start that company and go under the stress of how to, I think about that all the time. We are all on the shoulders every single day of other people's hard work. We didn't found this country like you and me. We just were born into it. Like, I'm so grateful and I want to earn that. Now, do I agree with everything this country's doing? Absolutely not. But I feel gratitude for the fact that we didn't have to like build this computer to use it. You know,
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, so that's why. Go ahead.
I think that's the hard thing is, I don't know. I could be off on this, but I'm convinced even if I was to give, again, I say this to podcasters all the time, I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. You can have it. You can have my seat. You can have everything I do. You can have everything, all of it. You got the car. You got everything. You don't want it. You don't fucking want it. I'm telling you.
You don't want what comes with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you only see what you see, just like I only saw what I saw.
Best conversation ever.
But you don't know that I'm not making this up for shits and giggles. I woke up at 4:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep because my mind was racing so much.
Yeah, because we had to get up. Paying clients.
It's just, there's launches and there's just so much going on. That part sucks.
I was nearly in tears with you behind the scenes yesterday, talking about how I don't want to be a leader.
Yeah.
I have to be, and I'm supposed to be, but I don't want to be. And I think that's the paradox of life.
This would be my answer. My long form answer. When you get to the stage where you understand all of the benefits of your dream life come with all of the detriments of your dream life, and you're okay with whatever they are, I think
it's worth it.
That's the place to get to. Yeah. Yeah, when it's worth it. When it's worth it to live a certain life in order to get a certain result, in order to grow to a certain level, in order to impact to a certain whatever, it has to be, the fulfillment that comes with it has to be greater than the sacrifice. I think if the fulfillment that comes with it is greater than the sacrifice, you probably do feel like you're living your dream life.
I want to share something that I got from a client earlier.
Another dramatic reading. We're going all the way back. Global economy, dramatic readings.
You got to do what you got to do.
We've lost control here.
Someone reached out and asked whether or not she should make a choice. And she said, how do I know if I'm accurate? I think that there's low risk and high reward. How do I know if I'm accurate? Cost value analysis stuff. I said, what are the top 3 pros and top 3 cons? if the pros outweigh the cons by a solid margin in comparison to all the other options, then it's a higher risk not to try and see. There's risk in not trying. The reason we take on so much responsibility on this show, and I use us as an example, but anyone, the reason you're taking on responsibility is because it's better than the alternative.
It's hard.
The alternative is be less.
It's hard to know that at times, though.
Yeah, agreed.
Because in the emotion of it, it's
why you got to zoom out.
Yeah.
It's dude, in the moment of, I call them elbows on the knees moments, where it's just like, fuck this.
How do you zoom out if you don't know what the future's going to look like?
That's a great question.
Right?
That's a gift I have.
I think that's the hard place for a lot of people. It's like,
that has got me through.
Jesus.
Dude, that is exactly what got me through. I have no idea how I would do it without that. Seriously.
I wanted to do an episode at some point. I think it would be cool to do. In one of the books I'm reading, they talk about how the most successful, it was like the most successful people in the world don't take any risks bigger than the average person. It's like, I don't believe that for a fucking second.
Yeah, no, it's the dumbest shit ever.
I think they would self-identify as not taking bigger risks because they have way more self-belief and they knew it was going to work the whole time because they'll find a way to make it work or they'll die.
Exactly.
I would like to do an episode on that at some point.
I'd like that, yeah. For sure.
Because, what? This wasn't a risk? Are you kidding me? Of course it was a risk for me.
It's actually not if you know you're not going to quit. And here's the thing. It's more risky to not try. Because your alternative life is worse. Like, yeah, you're struggling, but the alternative is worse.
I know. It is.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of metacog.
You can't live.
There's a lot of like
two parallel lives. Yeah, you can't live two parallel lives at the same time
and end
up
in
the same
Butterfly
place.
Back in the day with Ashton Kutcher?
Of course.
And that was a really, really fucking dark movie. But when you change one choice, it changes everything. I try really hard to calculate all future potentialities of every choice I make. And that's why I have regret from the past, because it's not regret like I wish I did it differently. It's I need to learn from that to make sure I don't continue making
that's
that
a gift.
mistake.
That's a gift. Not everybody has that.
I do think you can develop it. So
yeah,
I appreciate it is a gift and it came naturally, I would say that. But I do think you can develop it. For sure.
Well, that's why I'm always trying to push you to like make it micro, make it smaller, make it more tangible, make it more tactical. Because I think some of the things, if you don't think it's worth it, you'll quite literally never
find out that it was. Yeah.
You'll never find out that it was, and you'll think, well, if I just went and did it, my life would be so much different. It would be easier. No, it would be harder in a better direction.
Harder.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It would be. I think it would be harder in a better direction, a more constructive, proactive direction.
More worth it. More potentially.
It would be more valuable hard. More aligned hard. Sorry.
More aligned hard.
More aligned
nice.
hard.
Yeah, that's fire. Let's do this. So I used to say
60 seconds here. I got to be on a podcast here in 1 minute.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
I have 2 minutes and 21 seconds on my
clock. But trust me, I know how it goes here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're... Mm-hmm. When I say success doesn't make life easier, what do you think other people hear? Success makes life harder. Unpack that. Because that's a fact, for sure.
What do people hear? No, your success is harder. Mine will be easier. No. Probably.
Okay. It makes... Let's unpack one more layer. It makes some things easier.
Yes.
And other things way harder.
Yes. Like, by making certain things easier, you're quite literally handcuffing yourself to something that is actually going to get harder.
So yeah, if anyone believes that life is supposed to get easier, you're almost in trouble no matter what, because everything you build is going to require more responsibility. When you have children, life gets harder, not easier. When you buy a home, it gets harder, not easier. Last thing I know, I have a client who has 17 units. He's been doing it since 2001. He had 54 units before, and you could hear him when he went from 54 units to 17 in real estate rental properties. He's like, oh, the best. You could tell he didn't want all that fucking responsibility. He's pumped about losing millions of dollars. Why would someone be pumped about losing millions of dollars? Because when you lose millions of dollars in that context, you also lose all the responsibility that came with earning that. So Your landlord has more responsibility than you do. If you rent, that's what you're paying for. But they get to own the asset and they get to make the shots. So, yeah, to be continued again. I know we don't do another part.
No, we don't have to do another part. I think we wrap this up nicely.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel good about this one. And again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. All right, I got to hop because I'm on a podcast 1 minute ago. As always, we love you, appreciate you, grateful for each and every one of you. And if you are as committed as you say you are to getting to the next level, make sure you tune in tomorrow because we will be here every single day to help you do it.
Keep reaching for your true potential, Next Level Nation, and join book club. Link in the show notes.